What's up, everyone? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. Hopefully you guys have seen my part 1 to the fall off disc 1. We are now working on disc 2. I am definitely recording this in 2 sessions just because of my time frame. I had to pick up my son from preschool in a little bit. So I think we can probably get through like 5 or 6 tracks before I take that break. And then tomorrow I'll wake up extra early, so I'll probably wake up around 4 a.m. To try and finish it before I start the rest of my day. So we got a plan. We got a plan in place. We had a plan the first time too. It didn't work out well, but this time it's going to be different. How many times have we heard that? Probably too many. Let's jump into disc 2, and we're starting with 39 intro. And I think based on his little Instagram situation, so remember 29 intro was like his return back home when he was 29. This is after he'd gone to New York and obviously like started feeling some success. And then 39 is a similar trip when he's 39 years old, so another 10 years later. So let's jump into it and see what we got.
A spaceship lands on Mars.
Singing right away, okay.
Halfway to the stars. Halfway to the stars. I wanna be where you are. It seems we're worlds apart. It seems we're worlds apart. Once in a while I feel myself drifting off to somewhere else, floating past Orion's belt. Still there's something I can't help. We were in a world before. I know we was together in another life. Together in a better shore. That's the only way I can really explain how I feel inside. It's like no matter how bad I want to go, that explains your hold on me. Find a way to stay. Magnet. It's been like that. Maybe it'll always be like that. I don't know. I'm pulled to you.
So interesting. We got a full acoustic instrumentation going. We got him full singing. I mean, I just am not sure that any version of me in the past, it's happening and I'm accepting it, and I think that there was a lot of great things in disc 1. But that being said, I don't think there was any version of me in the past that thinking about the fall off was thinking this is what I was going to be hearing. So he definitely got me by surprise. He caught me off guard for sure.
Gravitational, some cosmic, universal, metaphysical, unseen, unexplainable. Just felt it.
Why are we still? That's definitely Future's voice. Why, Future? We don't need you, okay? We just don't need you. Although, just like your talking voice was good. That was good. Oh.
Let's stop playing the middle. Let's stop running away. Let's stop playing the middle. Let's stop running away. Let's stop playing the middle. Let's stop running away. Let's stop think I see the day that niggas wanna play with my name, but okay, I'm going back in, I'm going back in, let me go back in, I'ma go back in, I'ma go in, I'ma go in, let me go in, let me go in, let me go in, let me go, let me go in, let me go in, let me go in, let me go, let me go in, let me go in, let me go in, let me go. When niggas act like they don't know, you gotta show. I'm pleased to report after many attempts I climbed out from the mouth of the gritty abyss. The answer I'm an idiot, who idiot is this? My mind frame has been trained with NVIDIA chips. My rhymes are like shrines for the city I miss. Where in time I found beauty in it.
Mind frame has been trained with NVIDIA chips? Sir.
Gotta show. I'm pleased to report after many attempts I climbed out from the mouth of the gritty abyss. The answer I'm an idiot, who idiot is this? My mind frame has been trained with NVIDIA chips. My rhymes are like shrines for the city I miss. Where in time I found beauty in the hideousness. My tongue can set fire to some, inspire the young, or put a hickey on the titty of the prettiest bitch. I'm number one, you getting the gist. Anything lower, you better reconsider your list. Play my song when I'm gone, I'ma still be a myth. Even God gon' wonder how the fuck did he exist. I mean, could he have just slipped through the cracks? Ain't let a nigga into heaven, so I went through the back. And when I entered, I saw an old friend that I dapped. He said, please, nigga, kick one of the infinite raps. Okay, I flip on tracks, long as the beat is on fire. My grip on rap, stronger than needle nose pliers. So kick on back and enjoy the fresh sounds. The best round of black, getting rich off rap. I'm from the town where they zip off packs. We never seen trampoline, but a brick you can flip off that. Well, damn, try to compete.
Never seen trampolines, but a brick you could flip off that. Ugh.
Tracks long as the beat is on fire. My grip on rap stronger than needle nose pliers. So kick on back and enjoy the fresh sounds. The best round of black, getting rich off rap. I'm from the town where they zip off packs. We never seen trampoline, but a brick you could flip off that. Well, damn, try to compete, but they just fall flat. A lot of these weak niggas peak where I lift off fat. I never trick off racks. I stack what I attract. The money talks to me and they lack the dialect to reply back as I crack the fire. Acts like refracts when they have black Messiah raps. Fair enough, where they strap like Iraq. The knocks in the trap with the knack to high raps. A man dead cause the pair slapped the wiretap. His dog had his back so they whacked the chiropract. Chemically imbalanced, dripping style in gallons. I write schemes in my dreams.
Oh, his dog had his back, so they whacked the chiropractor. Oh.
I racked the knocks in the trap with the knack to high raps. A man dead cause the pair slapped the wiretap. His dog had his back so they whacked the chiropract. Chemically imbalanced, dripping style in gallons. I write schemes in my dreams just for the challenge. Woke up in ice cold sweats cause the flows I chose next are like both sets of both flex. Hold your breath for the pros I profess. Cold or go fresh like a juice that's cold pressed. No rest to those who oppose, I don't stress. Rap niggas gotta be in vogue to post stress. They don't compare, they're more like Kotex. I'm dropping.
They gotta be in vogue to pose threats. Pose like a model. Oh no. Yo, Cole. Listen, you know, this is what I was looking for.
For the challenge, woke up in ice cold sweats cause the flows I chose next are like both sets of both flex. Hold your breath for the pros I profess. Cold or go fresh like a juice that's cold pressed. No rest to those who oppose, I don't stress. Rap niggas gotta be in vogue to post stress. They don't compare, they're more like Kotex. I'm dropping niggas off at the door like coat checks. Hold check, I told you they ain't ready to hoop. Them niggas regular, I'm 93 and let it the truth. How that
hold check, they not ready to hoop. Like hold the check when you check the ball at the beginning of a pickup run.
They're more like Kotex. I'm dropping niggas off at the door like coat checks. Hold check, I told you they ain't ready to hoop. Them niggas regular, I'm 93 and let it the truth. Hot out of booth, now I'm looking for my little Betty Boo. Cute, pardon me, shawty, I've been out of the loop. Too many lies to refute, but I gotta rebuke. They try and put my neck inside of a noose. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's what we needed, Cole. See the day. But okay.
The children that survive the lows and highs, the real will never die, we multiply. The history you're told is mostly lies. You say you want the truth, but close your eyes.
Facts. Factuals. Yo, that's, you know, like when he said when people want to play with my name, but okay, like I was hoping he's about to go off. He went off. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so this next track is the one that we've heard because this was the single that was dropped. And this is him rapping his life backwards. I've listened to it, so I'm not going to pause too much. But just a reminder, if you've seen that video, or if you haven't seen that video, what I basically really liked about this, because there's a lot of people who've done like the backwards rapping and stuff, or like telling a story backwards. What I really like about this was him telling it from his current perspective. And I'll pause at the part where I appreciated that, but let's go ahead and get going.
Yeah. How I see it. How I see it. Yeah. Listen. I persevered through the worst. My thirst to adhere is a curse. My life, I see it in reverse. I first appeared in a hearse. The driver steered to the church. My grandkids carried the coffin to the altar as they burst into tears from their shirts. The tears rise to the sides of their face and into their eyes is piercing where hurt. Fast forward 60 years, I got verse of the year. My purpose is clear as to murk whoever dare flirt with death. The best alive, and what you now hear is the work. The inspiration was rare and in spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. My experience of being a parent dispersed. Watching my son disappear as I stare at his birth. And he returns to the womb, wifey stomach growing greater in girth. And then declining every time we come here to the nurse. With each day that passes, I can feel my career coming first. Do I? Took the wedding ring off her finger and now I'm single. Walking up the aisle backwards to an era of dirt. Falling clubs tipsy with a bitch I see clear through a skirt. The cameras be snapping, blogs be yapping, so I'm careful alert. Walking to my section, whisper right in my ear. We flirt, we part ways. I see her from a distance, she stares with a smirk. Cheers to the perks with the squad. We live for the search of new hoes. Lusty, quick to fuck me, unaware of they worth.
That part right there is where I felt like he could have told this part from the perspective of him at that age, and he wouldn't necessarily have had this thought at that age, because then he wouldn't have been partaking in that action in that way. But now, for him to say it from his more mature, grown-up lens, unaware of their worth, right? That was dope. I like that.
The club job to the show, and I swear that it's turnt. It all begins with encore cheers from those wearing my merch. Fast forward through years of rehearsal, losing, winning, bank account thinning, income streams nowhere near as diverse. And though I'm blessed, I see me stressing from hearing the chirps of naysayers who only days later I don't care to convert. On cloud 9, now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing that I swear to usurp. Decade later, mama cut on the cable. My motivation to be greater ends the moment I appear in a purse. I'm growing shorter, Pampers cover my hindquarters. I watch my father walk back in my life and it clears up a hurt I couldn't explain. Mama gives me my name, then hands me over to the doctor, and I watch as my spirit reverts. Then I'm no longer here on this earth. I'm no longer here on this earth. That's how I see it.
Fire. So good.
I'm gonna come in.
Okay, so again, that's the song that we've heard already. Great start to disc 2. We're jumping into track 3, The Villist, and we have a feature, Miss Erykah Badu. Very excited. Let's check it out.
Dust off the old notebook where a younger Jermaine Lamar wrote hooks to get a glimpse of what his hopes looked like back in his younger years, and found a page stained with what seemed to be 100 tears as the smeared words spoke of his blended fears, telling them persevere through it all, go hard like Medusa in front of mirrors to reach the top, so unaware that the trouble's there, were nothing more than a worse version of troubles where he sat when he wrote this, performing hocus pocus with empty pocket focus over some dope libido he made himself. All the pain in his cadence felt, and though his heart was made of felt, his exterior hardened to present a demeanor in which this period taught him was the best for survival, to deflect the most aggressive of rivals. A testament to the lessons I follow. Seen the death of bravado, the second weapons hit his chest with a hollow. Pride is a bitter pill indeed.
Seen the death of bravado, the second weapons hit his chest with a hollow. Golly. Ugh. And it's because, you know, it's often ego and bravado that leads to ultimately those altercations that end in that way.
I follow, seen the death of bravado, the second weapons hit his chest with a hollow. Pride is a bitter pill indeed, but it's best if you swallow. If not, your homies gon' pay respect with a bottle poured out onto the flesh of this mother earth, while liquor slithers like a serpent across the mud and dirt to go rest in a pothole. Money coming soon, back then was obsessed with the motto. Me and my dogs was like the musketeers. Through the years we stayed connected, to this day we still stepping legato. Subconscious detecting, these niggas think I'm lesser for my complexion. Before I'm done, they all gon' respect the mulatto.
Yeah, you know, this is it's like one of those things that's tough for me to comment on, because it's, you never know if you're gonna say something that's gonna be upsetting or unknowingly ignorant, because you don't have a direct experience in that culture. It's not my culture, right? So it's challenging, but it's from an outsider's perspective, let's put it that way, it feels so just odd to get hung up on something like that, you know. But unfortunately it's a thing that happens a lot, and it's a thing that he's, especially with everything that went down you know, last year with the beef between the three heavyweights, this was a thing that became super prevalent. So
think I'm lesser for my complexion. Before I'm done, they all gon' respect the mulatto. Yeah, I said they all gon' respect the mulatto.
just mix.
I got something I wanna tell you. Dreams can come true. You'll get yours too, but it won't save. I got something I wanna tell you. Dreams can come true. You'll get yours too, but it won't save. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling through the field on Bose, coming up slamming Cadillac doors. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling through the field on Bose, coming up slamming Cadillac doors. My darkest truths be hard to say to friends. Fuck it, pass the bottle and swallow in hopes it could wash away the sins. Grew up amongst the lost and wasn't taught a way to win. On days I think of James, my heart and heart it breaks again. He caught the fade, but pussy niggas caught him later then. Medics performed the CPR in Hardaway.
Ooh. Let's pull it back.
James,
I like the James Harden, fade. I like that whole play right there.
And hard it breaks again. He caught the fade, but pussy niggas caught him later then. Medics performed the CPR and Hardaway his limbs. It always haunted me inside my thoughts and made him grim. His father knew my father way back when. Army buddies that used to party hard overseas, but through the alcohol, the weed, and plus the hardy hearts that made him kin. Who knew their future kids would have to find a way to swim in the wild with crocodile and alligator skins. They took a good nigga, smart kid who could hoop, who could fight. Instead, I wish the Lord had taken them. If Darwinism states only the stronger make it, then why am I here when I don't feel that I'm as great as him? If Pac is Jesus, then I ride around and play the hymns. Life goes on even in this modern day of algorithm moderated streaming service, automated blends. I play the classics often and I...
Wow, that was awesome. That entire sequence is so interesting because obviously on one side he's very confident in who he is and his place in hip hop, and he thinks very highly of himself. But at the same time, I do like the humility that he brings. So, obviously in two different contexts here, but it comes back to the rap context when he does this, Pac is Jesus, then I play the hymns.
Jesus, then I ride around and play the hymns. Life goes on even in this modern day of algorithm, moderated streaming service, automated blends. I play the classics often and I've gotta say there's gems. This life is like it's all set up for God to play the Sims. Yeah, I got rich but think I need a smarter way to cleanse. If money gives happiness, then please explain to rich bastards with no peace, how come they never bought their way to Zen? How come they never bought their way to Zen?
I think what it is that money can't buy happiness when you think that it will. Does that make sense? So if you think that money is going to be the solution to everything and give you a happy, peaceful life, and like end of sentence, attaining the money is not going to make you happy. And that's because life inherently is always going to be full of disappointments, it's always going to be full of pain, it's always going to be full of sadness and hurt and amazing stuff as well. But those things that feel so negative to us are always present, no matter which socioeconomic level you are. And so that, I think, is the reality. I think that's why this is such a common thing, because it's like, because when you're not super well off, so many of your problems are money related. The thought immediately goes to, well, if I had more money, then I wouldn't be so stressed about these things. But unfortunately, there's other things, that are still going to be prevalent. Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the thought that comes to mind when I hear that part.
If it's that simple. I got something I wanna tell you. Dreams can come true. You'll get yours too, but it won't save. I got something I wanna tell you. Dreams can come true. You'll get yours too, but it won't save. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling through the veil on Vogue. Coming up, slamming Cadillac doors. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling through the veil on Vogue. Coming up, slamming Cadillac doors.
Okay, yeah, that was a solid track. The part of the chorus before he's singing with Erykah Badu, I didn't like that part as much, but the song as a whole, I like, and I loved his verses. I thought his verses were dope. But let's keep going, guys. Like I said, I'm on the clock here because I gotta go pick up my son. Yeah, I think I can do 2 more songs. Let's jump into Old Dog with Petey Pablo. I'm not sure if I know who that is.
Ring, ring, who the fuck is that? It's a 910 number, so you know what niggas at.
Okay, good. So I was like, okay, he's definitely is kind of like a continuation of. Sorry, I'm just getting so many messages. Goodness. Definitely a continuation, but I'm expecting it to be from a different perspective since we're now older, more mature. And he, I think in his excerpt, said specifically closer to finding peace or something like that. So I'm curious.
Some new tricks at a baby. No more record deal, yeah, I'm fresh up out of slave, yeah. I'm back home for the time being. COLE state of NC, that's where you find me in. Right off of 95, we had a little town meeting. Down in the village, if you're real, then you can chime in. Now real don't mean that you got paper or you ride Benz, or selling white to all your clients that don't mind skiing. Now being real to me, you stand on what the fuck you do. cool. We on the map, we ain't Atlanta, but we snuck on through. I had a plan put on the land, I got accustomed to. It's so precarious, so it's random niggas cutting tools. It's nothing new, they carry hammers in the public schools. Hurt talking down, but then it's fuck him too. It's nothing new, bitch, we been hated for a long while. Before I blew, bitch, we was known as the problem child of Carolina. Bear in mind, we never had shit, but now the gold is from this bitch, so all that's past tense. We gas shit, nigga. 2-6 with the blueprint, yeah, it made me. Old dog with some new tricks, had a baby. No more record deal, yeah, I'm fresh up out of slavery. Paid dues, now I want what's due, nigga, pay me.
Carolina shit, hold on, you forget. Take your fucking shirt off and swing it around it, bitch. The money is a mindset if you already rich. Take your fucking shirt off and swing it around it, bitch.
Okay, so this line I really love the way he ended the first verse. Bear in mind, we never had anything, Carolina specifically, but now the GOAT is from here. So all that's past tense. That was dope. I like the way he did that.
I had to leave these green pine trees to get it. Said when I got it, I was gonna bring it back, bitch, and guess what? I did it. Living a Civic, came back in the land, feeling like Tupac in Atlanta. Bought me 2 plots of land, some of the duck off of my fan. Practice my jump shot in my gym, and thinking I'm too big to come home, cause I got the planet Earth in my hand. Nigga, what? I'm on brag right now. FPD behind me, running my tags right now. I can't be too upset, they got a reason to check. This shit regular in New York, but the Ville ain't seen this yet. Now I'm gonna be who I'm gonna
They're running the tags on the Lambo. Like, what is this doing in this area?
right now, I can't be too upset. They got a reason to check. This shit regular in New York, but the Ville ain't seen this yet. Now I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be, regardless of the emblem that's drawn on the key. Ville nigga put on for NC. For something that's hard to believe. Shout out to God, P.D. Pablo, he did that long before me. I just got home from a tour and I brought my partner with me. Let her run through freaks and stack they dollars. We learned it all on the streets of the VILLE.
Carolina shit, hold on, you forget. Take your fucking shirt off and swing it around it, bitch. The money is a mindset if you already rich. Take your fucking shirt off and swing it around it, bitch.
2-6 with the blueprint, yeah, it made me. Old dog with
All right,
some
we
new
turn it up.
tricks, had a
I like
baby.
it.
No more record deal, yeah, I'm fresh up out of slavery. Paid dues, now I want what's due, nigga, pay me. Nigga, pay me. Pay us, nigga. Lewis Heights, Bonnie Doors, Carolina, Bragg Boulevard.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about contracts that Jay-Z makes people sign, unfortunately. I mean, 2 of my favorite rappers, right? So we got J. Cole and we got Lupe. And they've both likened this contract to slavery. I mean, yeah.
It's the Southeast.
That song was a nice turn up. I feel like we kind of needed that. And I really enjoyed that track all the way through. I thought it was a lot of fun. Let's check out the next one. This one's called Life Sentence. Are we getting a little serious here? What's going on?
Realest shit I wrote, doing life. Realest shit I wrote, doing life. Nigga, realest shit I wrote. This be the realest shit I wrote. Realest shit I wrote. Realest shit I wrote. Be the realest shit I wrote. Doing life. For all my niggas doing life with they day one. Who held it down when the credit wasn't A1? You thanking God you was looking for a great one. He took a rib out your chest and he made one. To be a man and hold it down, take a brave one. When the hoes come around and you crave something, my flow switch, slow the pace, this the mace one. I'm not a player, but I'm crushing like the late pun. Let's take one, go. The definition of rider, the one by my side when I had not a dollar to my name. Before a crowd would holler for Jermaine. You saw potential, waiting on you to hit my line was suspenseful. Back when we was kids, this was simple. Boy likes girl, girl got a man. Boy stays in lane, maybe provides a friend. Knowing by the end, buddy gon' fumble. Was far from the toughest around, buddy gon' rumble when necessary. When niggas started talking reckless, did he not step to them niggas with chest poked out? Over you that Ville come out, no doubt. We fell in love, but my dreams you ain't know about. You knew I rap, but you ain't know about both of my goals. Wanna take over the globe through a mic, and one day me and you be doing life. All types of games are being played, how's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? All types of games are being played, how's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? The puppy love had grown and now it's full blown. Since childhood I vowed to have a good home. White picket fence with wife cooking. Yellow rice for a couple kids that's nice looking. And I promised to treat her right, unlike what I had seen in my life as examples. Marriages and shambles.
Oh man, that, I know it's gonna seem odd because the song's like quite upbeat, but that makes me a little emotional because I think it's just what most like good people want, you know, is just to give their kids what they didn't have, to treat their kids maybe how not just kids. I mean, I'm talking about kids because I'm thinking about myself, but like their partner or their family, or like do things differently than what they had to experience. Yeah, it just makes me emotional.
Rights for a couple kids that's nice looking, and I promised to treat her right, unlike what I had seen in my life as examples. Marriages and shambles, and I could tell I found a real one. Smart, loyal, and real pretty. We can build something. But first, I got work to do. So when I'm spending my nights locked in on that mic, please don't take it personal. My skills is growing, the flow's more versatile. My name's ringing, and on the evening I heard the news. I'm getting the deal. The first one I called was you, even though we've been off and on a few years. And through tears on rainy nights that you would wipe, I always knew that we be doing life. All types of games are being played, how's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? All types of games are being played, how's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? The temptation of other lovers is a hard one to overcome when you're young and your star's done. A line that women that wouldn't give you time is calling you fine. Lust creeps all through your mind. I'm trying my hardest to remember why I'm an artist. Is it for bitches and the riches? You are suspicious and you should be. I'm doing dirt, but it's not as much as I could be. That make me feel better. I'm drifting away slowly. That make you feel bitter. The devil on my shoulder telling me quit her. Angel on the opposite side saying stick with her. God telling me pick whichever is in my heart. Looked inside myself to a place beyond thought and found out who I wanna be. Slowly but surely he cut off his hoes. If you gon' do it right. Put ring on your finger, now me and you was doing all types of games are being played. How's it going down?
I mean, I guess you respect like the honesty about it, and it's perhaps difficult for someone like me who's not famous, who's not being hollered at by droves of women, you know, but like, yeah, it's tough, you know, it's tough to comment on because, you know, perhaps it's not something I could imagine myself doing, but, you know, the experience that he's describing is a very unique one that only very, 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 very few people in the world get to experience, the fame and the stardom and everything that comes with it, right?
You gon' do it right. Put ring on your finger, now me and you was doing all types of games are being played. How's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? All types of games are being played. How's it going down? So until it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Nigga really think he in love. I put this ring on you forever, what's up? Doing life. I done wrote a lot of songs, but this gotta be my realest one. Shout out to anybody that really know what it's like to do life with somebody. Through the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads, through thick and thin. In a time where they make it so easy to just give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know what? Like, I'm happy for you. I hope that you can, you know, stay true to that. That's awesome. My wife is incredible. My wife is just the most amazing thing. I'm gonna. If you're about to cry like this, I don't know if it works. It's just what I'm doing right now. She's just an incredible person, and I'm very, very fortunate. Yeah. Anyways, it's about time for me to go pick up my son. So, quick break. You guys will, only have to wait a second, but I'm gonna finish this tomorrow morning. All right, we're back. As you guys can see, I really value continuity. Wearing the exact same shirt that I was wearing a second ago. And since that's the case, there's nothing to talk about. Let's jump in to the next track. This is track number 6 on disc 2, Only You, featuring Burna Boy. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this sounds like. Here we go.
Sunny days, rainy nights, I know she'll be there for me, no matter what. If I miss your call, I'ma call back. Never too far, no, I'm never too far. Bet wherever you are, that's where I'm at. I don't ever want you to regret these moves. Sometimes the wind is hidden in the lose. I wish life was longer, like an interlude. I got way more songs I wanna sing with you. I thought I was strong till I saw what you went through. The birth of my sons, and each time my mind was blown.
Facts. That's like one of the craziest things to see. Like, one of the things I say, for something that we're naturally supposed to be able to do, giving birth and having a baby is super effed up. Like, why is it so hard? And maybe for some people it's not. I've seen some people that have like 10, 15 kids, whatever. But for some people, my wife, it was real tough, and she's super strong. Man, the range of styles that we're getting from him is just not what I could have predicted. I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm just perhaps pleasantly surprised, because there's just, he's always done singing. To use his own words, he's come up in a time where you can't get a platinum plaque without no melodies. So it's expanded. There's so much singing, and there's singing in different styles. Very interesting.
I thought I was strong till I saw what you went through. The birth of my sons, and each time my mind was blown. Each time my mind was blown. I owe you patience and a lot of grace. I owe you flowers and a Prada date. I owe you time watching movies that I hate. I owe you chocolates and red velvet cake. Oh wait, you don't like red velvet no more. Yeah, that's right, out of spite, hoes jealous of yours. Used to write about my life, but I ain't telling no more. Stay the fuck about my business. Drop the triple-double last week at Lifetime Fitness.
Hey, broke finger. Shout out Lifetime, man. I spent so many hours playing ball at Lifetime in North Dallas area. Yeah, man, good times. I love this. I owe you patience, a lot of grace, flowers. The Prada date, we might need to plug in something a little more affordable for myself, but watching movies that I hate, chocolate, seeing stuff like that, it's just like a nice reminder. I feel like I'm not doing enough for my wife.
No more. Stay the fuck about my business. Drop the triple-double last week at Lifetime Fitness. Dishwasher broke, fingers wrinkled, getting soaked. What's the point of being rich if I gotta do the dishes? I give a fuck when niggas think about me. I know they couldn't know a thing about me. And my loyalty, she holds you down and you gotta move accordingly. I got a good one, she feel like royalty. I don't ever want you to regret these moves. Sometimes the
Okay, guys, we had some wonderful technical difficulties again, so I had made it like another 90 seconds into this song before figuring that out. So I pulled it back to about where it was, and we'll try to clean it up in the editing. I feel like maybe my computer hasn't. I'm trying to think when was I thought I restarted it yesterday. I did restart it yesterday, so I think I'm just having some other issues. Maybe it's a memory issue. Anyways, I'll kind of look into that, see if we can figure out why that's happening a lot. But I pulled it back to here. My first impression of hearing Burna Boy on the track was that the way that he's kind of delivering with his voice, that kind of shakiness in the beginning of his delivery, brings like more vulnerability to it. Like that's the kind of feeling that you get from it. And I think in terms of the content and the subject of this track, I think it fits really, really well. But let's go ahead and listen to it together now.
I don't ever want you to regret these moves. Sometimes the wind is hidden in the lose. I wish life was longer, like an interlude. I got way more songs I wanna sing with you. I thought I was strong till I saw what you went through. The birth of my sons, and each time my mind was blown. And each time my mind was blown.
You know, I gotta say something before Burna Boy starts here. Because of the subject matter, because he's talking about his wife and how he feels about her and about what the feeling he got when she gave birth to his sons, this is easily my favorite track. Like, I feel like I can relate to it so strongly, and it sounds great. I like hearing these alternate singing deliveries from him. Like it catches you off guard, but once you're in it, you're like, yo, this is good.
Lonely nights with lots of money. Times I wish I had no money. How can I be sure you love me? It's not like you're betting your best years on me. Best years on me. Best years on me. Do I like living like this? Maybe I'm fine wasting my time. Beautiful lies washed down with wine. Maybe it's time I accept my own.
Ooh.
Ori back on, back on. Ori back on, back on. I need no easy, because if true love coming today, then I'm coming. Maybe it's time I accept you. Ooh. Longing for my baby to love me more. What am I longing for?
Oh, come on.
I'm not really secure. What am I longing for? My baby to love me more. What am I longing for? I'm not really secure.
Wow.
When can we see each other again? Hey.
Hey, Pa, I've been checking you out from long distance, digging your existence.
Ooh, I saw this on social media. So this, yeah, okay, yeah. I've seen that on social media, that part.
Hey, Pa, I've been checking you out from long distance, digging your existence. Can I offer my assistance? They say a dude is only as cool as his talk is, but I know that you real because your walk is. You got a beautiful smile, your heart's big as life, and it's full of gold, though you pay a heavy price. Nobody knows about the depression and the strife and the fight to stand strong against women who entice. They don't respect your call, they don't respect your wife. You're tired and you're weak and you could blow it all tonight, cause everybody thinks that you're a man of steel, like you don't hurt and you don't feel, but they wrong. I swear I've watched you keep yourself far from the drama, taking many hits to your armor. I've seen you walk miles with the crowd, but alone you walked farther. Now walk into the arms of your father and let him build you up and supply everything you've been needing. I'm here watching and I'm interceding. You gon' make it, Pa.
Easily my favorite track. Disc 1 and Disc 2, easily my favorite track. And this is something I've talked about a lot on a variety of different reactions to albums, to music videos, to whatever you want to call it. Even, you know, I have series where I'm watching TV shows with people on my Patreon. And it's always the same thing. When the content in that entertainment is something that you can relate to in your life, the way it hits is just different. You develop a connection with that piece of art that just affects you differently. It's almost like the sounds and the like that type of appeal of it becomes secondary. Your connection to it becomes higher. You know what I mean? So that one is easily my favorite track. 100%. Let's jump into the next one. We got Man Up Above.
Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you.
Man, I'm having a lot of technical issues here. Ugh, frustrating. All right, let's keep going. Doesn't matter.
A whole lot of O's getting sold on the block. Don't go outside a lot, ain't tryna get popped. 12 busting in while we scraping out the pot. We running out the spot, we running out the spot. Singing, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Somebody's getting knocked while our body's getting...
Jenny from the block. That's a reference to that.
Singing, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Somebody's getting knocked while our body's getting dropped. I used to have a little, now a nigga got a lot. I pray the Lord watch, I pray the Lord watch. Another year goes by, another nigga slayed at the West Indian Day Parade when perpetrators sprayed. You got the nerve to ask why I stay in the house more. Get paid for going in, the fuck I'm going out for. When niggas stretching shit like a new school power for a Nas Reed range.
Dude, stretching like a new school powerful. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Okay.
In the fuck I'm going out for when niggas stretching shit like a new school power for a Nas Reed range. But when these boys are shooting, niggas start breathing strange. Heartbeat is faint, now it's Auf Wiedersehen. I'm not German, but the wheels currently turning on my mama's automobile certainly are. While y'all prefer to be hard, memories of my dog's wake is hurting me, y'all. The windows to his soul closed, saw his curtains be drawn. Innocent as a child, but
the windows to his soul closed, saw its curtains be drawn. Ugh. And I love that little flex that, you know, I'm not German, but my mom's car is. Ay, I like it.
Memories of my dog's wake is hurting me, y'all. The windows to his soul closed, saw his curtains be drawn. Innocent as a child, but where were we all before the holes and the smoke that arose from the black and mild cigarillos? Triggers lift the biggest fellows, put 7 on his torso and turned them into mellow. But no mid-range ISO back to the basket. The streets raised him a bastard wrapped in a casket. Best beware, don't you dare go laugh at the tragic passing of somebody's son by somebody's gun. Give a fuck if you ops when dissing the dead. The karma tends to come at you hot. I promise you. Pray for forgiveness. The Lord's wrath can astonish you.
See, that's something I'm glad that he's touching on here. Because again, we need some social commentary when it comes to certain of these things. You know, and I think that, you know, it's entertainment and people find it entertaining when a big portion of certain genres of rap, especially like I react to a lot of those. You know, it's glorifying the violence, you know, so it goes beyond entertainment. So you could say it's just for entertainment, but it ends up having the same effect, regardless of what your intention is. It's about how it's being perceived and received, right? So you need more stuff like this. And one of the things that I really don't like is this whole like, dissing the dead and like mocking the dead in the music. Like this is a lot of there's a lot of music out there, and unfortunately it's in the subgenre of rap where the highest amount of violence is taking place too. That's not a coincidence, you know.
Into somebody's son by somebody's gun. Give a fuck if you ops when dissing the dead. The karma tends to come at you hot. I promise you. Pray for forgiveness. The Lord's wrath can astonish you. I'd rather admonish you on this record than impressed with perceptions of a designer shoe. Fuck Gucci, fuck Louis, fuck Chanel, fuck Balenciaga. How we gon' excel? Soon as niggas make it out, they turn out Hollywood as hell. I knew Buddy caught that body, but hell, I probably shouldn't tell. Or else
Wow.
I mean, yeah. Got a soft spot for the man up above. East side, west side, show me love. Niggas duck shots and some niggas catch slugs. North side, south side, show me love. A whole lot of O's getting sold on the block. Don't go outside a lot, ain't tryna get popped. 12 bustin' in while we scraping out the pot. We running out the spot, we running out the spot. Singing, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Somebody's getting knocked while a body's getting dropped. I used to have a little, now a nigga got a lot. I pray the Lord watch, I pray the Lord watch. Someone that's close to me is facing time. My mind's racing for some way to find. Hope that he may be fine. He got a son the same age as mine. I can't imagine spending days in a cage, not raising mine. These are the years with our kids where we strengthen bonds. I paid his bond, but the trial's coming. Your rain or shine, I know his child love him, but he's too young to understand it if the outcome is incarceration. The charges facing bring the possibility of long vacations and complications with his baby mom. She daily crying, saying her heart is vacant. He tryna make it work, he wanna fake it for the sake of family, but she keep throwing old shit right in his face apparently, reminding him about how he tried to make her take a plan B and abort the seed, threatening him with child support so that the court can seize and garnish wages. And all this was before he caught this case that's brought the latest pile of stress to add to all this mess. It's hard to face it, his thoughts deflated. Somewhere along the way he lost his faith, but now he reads the Bible hoping God will see him contemplative.
Wow. When he gets into his storytelling mode, it's like you just want to be along for the ride and follow along. That was masterfully done. Very tight on the delivery. I think easily my favorite part of the song was that section right there.
He praying now, even threw some gospel on his playlist. Tears fall to Marvin Sapp, never would've made it. Man up above, east side, west side, show me love. Niggas duck shots and some niggas catch slugs. North side, south side, show me love. A whole lot of O's getting sold on the block. Don't go outside a lot, ain't tryna get popped. 12 bustin' in while we scraping out the pot. We running out the spot, we running out the spot. Singing, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Somebody's getting knocked while a body's getting dropped. I used to have a little, now a nigga got a lot. I pray the Lord watch, I pray the Lord watch for me.
Solid track. You know, the interesting thing about that one is like J. Cole's contribution to the chorus, I initially didn't, I don't know if I want to say I didn't like it. I initially was unsure about it. By the second time I heard it, I liked it a little more. And by the third time I heard it, I liked it a little bit more. It's just one of those things where like, I don't even know how to pinpoint it. It's one of those things where when you're referencing something, it can sometimes come across as cheesy or corny. I don't know. And it felt like it was almost verging on that. But I think like holistically that song works. And I enjoyed it, especially when he kind of, you know, I think there was that second verse. He really got into it. That was probably the best part. Let's jump into the next track. I Love Her Again. Okay.
Yeah, I never knew a lot like this. Gotta be something for me to write this.
I never knew a love like this. Gotta be something for when I was just a jit hanging on the strip. She's the girl that I would see in every nigga's whip. I was much too young to truly know what constitutes the difference between a girl next door and a prostitute. I heard some older brothers say they knew her from before. She lost the common sense when niggas brought her out on tour. She's all about the money now, they labeled her a whore. I heard what they were saying, but to me she seemed pure. Cause all I seen was beauty on her face when she would pass. I wanted to date her, but there was no way for me to ask. Cause I was just a youngin' and she's ripping and a running. But I knew when I get older that one day we meet at last. I went to college in New York cause I heard she was there. But when I got to town, I swear it's like she disappeared. I went to hit the tunnel where they said that she would hang. But when I got off the train, I saw that it'd been closed for years. I showed a picture to this kid like, help me find her, yo. He looked and said, man, she just left a little while ago. I saw her with some luggage on the way to JFK. When I asked what she was doing, she said moving to the A. Moving to the A.
This is it, man. This is what I like. I love the storytelling progression. Let's strap in, see what happens next in the story.
Asked what she was doing, she said moving to the A. Moving to the A. Fuck. Fuck, I got it. Alright, come on. Let me get it.
I never knew a lot like this. Gotta be something for me to write this.
I never knew what love.
I kind of feel like he's talking about hip hop because of some of the way that he's going with this. But anyways, let's keep going. I wonder if it's like a story that works both ways, right?
Love like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Yeah. My heart was broken, dog. I wanted to be where she was at, but I was happy in a way. The South was on the map. But niggas in the barbershop ain't feel the same as me. They said shorty changed since she left the city. She got whacked. They wanted her back, but said it.
Yeah. Now it's like, in the beginning, it kind of could work both ways, you know? But now it's 100% about hip hop. So he went to New York to chase hip hop, and when he got there, Atlanta was getting hot, and then he's saying the South is on the map because initially the South was not really accepted, you know, and it took time for that to happen.
Feel the same as me. They said shorty changed since she left the city. She got whacked. They wanted her back, but said it sounded like she was trapped. They hated the slang she used, the way her fingers snapped. It's funny how the tables turned several years later. These would be the same dudes that started saying shit was cap. But I was still in love with her. I couldn't hide that fact. I found her on the internet, kept up with her like that. I
Nice.
sent a lot of messages. She finally wrote me back. When I dropped the mixtape, she said she liked the way I rap.
The come
And
up.
that was all I needed. Booked the flight and it was on. The first night I'm striking like some lightning in a storm. The more noise she made, it's like the better I perform. But it was more than sexual, we had a deeper bond. Love, she's why I put my truth into a song. For years we told each other everything that's going on. She said, I gotta tell ya, I done rocked a lot of fellas, but with you there's something special, I think you could be the one. Now when it comes to love, jealousy will often creep. Them type of games is why two of my homies started beef. To both of them she said, you're the best I ever had. And the whole time that bitch was saying that type of shit to
I
me.
never knew a lot.
Two of my homies start to beef. You're the best I ever had. That definitely feels like he's talking about Drake and Kendrick. This is a very interesting way to kind of talk about hip hop. And this is not the first time this has been done. There's a lot of artists that have done this. Some have done it really well. Some have done it, you know, leaving you wanting a little bit more. Sometimes it's in a very complex way. I mean, you know, Lupe, one of my favorites. Eminem, also one of my favorites. They've done, you know, kind of, they've had times where they, especially Lupe, can do an entire song where it's like this running metaphor, right? And if you're not paying attention, you think he's just talking about some girl. Eminem did it in one, I can't even remember which track it was now, but shoot, man, I can't even remember. But he did a similar thing where he was like, he's like getting mad at the girl because she's been with Kendrick and Lupe and Drake and all these other rappers. So it's like, this is something that's been done. It's about how you execute it.
La like this. Gotta be something for me to write this.
Gotta be something for me. I never knew what love like this. was naive to believe she was mine when I bagged her, cause I would come to learn that none of us could truly have her. She was for the streets, I'll never be her only man's. I couldn't believe it when I seen her with an OnlyFans. When I clicked the link inside the bio of her gram, I saw a version of her that I couldn't understand. Implants, surgically enhanced details, popping perks, mumbling while twerking BBL. I'm thinking it's the bitch that used to tell me be yourself. All of a sudden for the wealth, she's becoming someone else. That's when I realized as I started looking back, the older that she gets, the younger she be trying to act. In fact, I'm thinking that's gonna always be the case. As long as she's alive, it's younger niggas that she'll chase. But I was in my feelings, so I called her out her name. Like, bitch, you dead to me, and why the fuck you going change?
That is so... I have to pause it. I want to listen to the whole verse, but I have to pause it because that was done so masterfully. That basically is telling you that no matter what, the previous generation will always have a hard time accepting what the next generation is going to do. And it was no different before, like when the J. Coles and the Kendricks and the Drakes, when they came along, the people who listened to the previous generation, they struggled, right? So like you're talking about the early 2000s, especially when the South was taking off. You have like a big era of Lil Wayne, Kanye West, T.I. You have all these artists, well, I don't know if I would say Kanye's from the South, but you know what I mean. Like in general, these were the artists that were going off. And prior to that, you had the 90s era, right? So you're talking about, if you're talking about mid to late 90s, it's dominated by this lasting, enduring passion and love for Pac and Biggie. And then you have Jay-Z who's doing his thing every year. You have Nas, they have their friction. So it's like every generation is going to struggle to accept how it changes and moves forward. But ultimately, it has to change and move forward. It can't just stay the same. When things stay the same, they die. It has to adapt and move forward as times change. And sometimes we're going to like where that change takes us, but more often we're going to be resistant to that change. But ultimately, it's going to change, right?
Scream, you got the nerve to say that I switched. You turned me from your main thing to your side bitch. It seemed like every day you was blowing kisses to me, but years went past, now you don't even listen to me.
Damn.
At first I was defensive, bitch, listen how you sound. So many niggas fucked you, now your pussy's watered down. But the more I thought about her quote, she was right. There was a time when she was on my phone day and night, singing songs to me that I heard a time or two. Some were kinda old and some were kinda new, but you'll see how it is getting older, raising kids. All that spending time and listening to her is hard to do, but yo, I need to stop judging and accept her. The problem from the start is I was just trying to possess her and have her for my own. Didn't want to let her roam. Mama said you should have known she was like that when you met her.
I never knew but la like this.
She was kinda like that when I met her.
Gotta be something
I
for
guess
me
I just
to
couldn't
write
see her.
this.
I gotta love her for her. Yeah. So I'm trying to make amends. We reminisce on old times and play the latest trends. As long as she's alive, I know I'll always have a friend. Thank God, I think I'm falling back in love with her
I
again.
never knew but la like this.
Like this, like
I get it,
this,
though.
Like this, like this, like
Gotta be something for me to write this.
Honestly, like around, I'll give it a second. Honestly, like around 2000 and like I would say by like 2010, I was starting to listen to hip hop less and less. And by like 2013, I think, going into 2014, I was almost listening to no new hip hop music. Unless it was like my favorites dropping. Like if M dropped an album or if Lupe dropped an album, I was on it. If big artists that I was once a huge fan of, Jay, Kanye, Wayne, if they dropped something, I would listen to like a few things here or there, but not much. And it just became like this long break I took because it felt like whenever I would try to listen to whoever was new coming up, it just wasn't fitting to the mold of like what I enjoyed and what I was looking for from hip hop. And it took a long time for me to kind of break out of that. So I feel like now I'm in a place where I love music in general, but I love hip hop again, but it was just like this. It almost was like you were witnessing it change from what you had grown to love so much that you just stepped away from it because you couldn't take it. But now it's like you try to embrace the change and understand that even with that stuff that we feel sounds so different, there's still those elements that you love in there, and you just have to look for those elements, right? And it doesn't mean that you mostly will listen to that new stuff, but there's gems in the new stuff that can be included in your playlist and in your rotations, and that you can enjoy, so you can still be a part of where hip hop is moving to. That was great. I enjoyed that. Let's jump into the next one. This is What If featuring Moray.
It's for everybody out there that ever fell out with somebody you love. Famous motherfucker. Just to look back and be like, yeah.
Just
Man.
a reminder, the lyrics on this are quite wrong majority of the time, so I'm not relying on this 100% for the lyrics. I can hear when it's saying the wrong thing, so I just want to clarify that with you guys.
Yeah, you have to go like that. Yeah. What if? What if? What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. Saying what if?
Man.
What if? What if? What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. What's up, Pac? I heard that record that you did that just dropped. It's bubbling, got me wondering when the love stopped. Hit him up, I'm like, maybe I should write you before shit go left. The streets is a bit upset. You claiming that you fuck my bitch, but check. Instead of escalating at a time when niggas say big, let's decimate him. I'm telling him chill, cause although he violating in my heart, I could never hate him. I love you. I hope it ain't too late to tell you when you got shot. I came to visit you at Bellevue, but you were sleeping. They let me peeking. I said a prayer by your bedside. Bandages covered the bleeding. I'm thinking, dog, I told you. Watch them niggas you close to. I know dudes, and they won't hesitate to smoke you if shit go left.
Interesting. I'm not sure I was expecting this. I've said that a lot in this album. It's interesting because you're playing the what if game, and you can play the what if game with everything. This is a curious one because I don't know. I feel almost like what if in this particular instance is a tough one to do post Hit 'em Up. I feel like when a song like Hit 'em Up drops, it's difficult for someone in Big's position to have that viewpoint, you know, and maybe that is what makes it a worthwhile what if. I don't know. I feel like a more realistic what if would be prior to Hit 'em Up dropping, right? But again, I don't know. Let's keep going. At the end of the day, I think this is a what if that is cool to think about because you just think about these two artists that were so young, that were still so early in their career, and what great music could have still come out.
I said a prayer by your bedside. Bandages covered the bleeding. I'm thinking, dog, I told you. Watch them niggas you close to. I know dudes, and they won't hesitate to smoke you if shit go left. While you was locked, I should've wrote you, but life happens. Promo, mad shows to do still. No excuse, I didn't do what I was supposed to. And maybe that's what provoked you to use your vocals to speak my name with a negative tone. As you stared at the walls of that cell on your own. Wonder how long it be before they let you come home and get your money. You maybe started looking at me funny. Perhaps you might have felt that I betrayed you or played you, or thought that I knew about that setup and could have saved you. And maybe that made you come out on some war shit. East Coast, West Coast, now media is trying to force it. Of course it's entertainment, but the world is full of ignoramus that you...
This is such a true thing. Like, you can have a seed of like true gripe with somebody, true issue with somebody, but it is so true that media is just like this, you know, gasoline infused hose that can turn your little spark or your little fire into a firestorm. And I think that was the most I think that was the most intense version of that we've seen. I think there's other times where you see it getting quite intense, but I don't think it was ever to the level of that, of the East Coast, West Coast, Biggie, Pac. Like, that was insane. Obviously, I've witnessed everything post it happening when I was a little older, but, for example, like the Drake, Cole, Kendrick thing, which ended up being the Drake Kendrick thing, that was quite intense as well, because you just end up in a situation where violence starts happening, and now you're somewhere where you really don't want this to go. But this is all because, like, you're messing with people's reputation and how they're being perceived, and that matters a lot to people.
West Coast, now media is trying to force it. Of course it's entertainment, but the world is full of ignoramus that view the rich and famous as either heroes or villains with no feelings. Not knowing most drama only leads to more killings. Well, fuck that, nigga, I'm hurt. I miss my dog, I ain't gotta hide. If I hurt you, I apologize. What if
I can turn back the hands of time?
What if
turn back the hands of time?
What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. I'm saying, what if
I can turn back the hands of time?
What if
turn back the hands of time?
What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. Today was going to Vegas until I opened your letter. I cried through all of his pages, been trying to get it together. I'm coming out there and why? I gotta find you in person to look you dead in your eyes and let you know I've been hurting, been moving off pure adrenaline, never knowing for certain who's on my side and who's obliged for closing my curtains. So in the midst with clenched fists, I picked up the sword. I know there's money in violence, I know there's profit in war. Plus yeah, I felt that you left me to hang. I gave you game, rap for the bitches I said. Saw you switch up your lane. Your content resembling mine, it brought you fame. I didn't complain, I cheered you on with no disdain. And at the same time, my destiny brought me pain.
Interesting, now he's speaking from Pac's perspective. Instead of going to Vegas, he's coming to talk to him. So it's in a way, like that reaching out has saved him from being killed in Vegas. Interesting.
I cheered you on with no disdain, and at the same time, my destiny brought me pain. From kicking it with some venomous niggas, I know the same. Ones that you warn me about, I ain't listen. The trigger squeeze, my paranoia noticed you in the vicinity. So when they sentenced me, lawyers milked me for every penny. All I had inside that cell was my memory.
I like the moments that feel Pac-esque in his delivery.
Lawyers milked me for every penny. All I had inside that cell was my memory. And plus the fear that while I'm gone, they forgetting me. How niggas shouting me out, but never visit me. And as the time crept, that mindset became a mission. You came to represent my opposition. So when I got out, I chose drama. Took the war route and went all out. Not care about the fallout. Suddenly now I got the mob out. Plus the whole side ready to ride. Now I gotta tell them stall out, cause tears fill in my eyes. Your letter helped me understand the power in love, the choice to be the bigger man. No shit got out of hand, I'll take the blame for it. For my mistakes I couldn't take, you getting slain for it. For falling victim to ego, vengeance, and dollar signs. I wanna say from the heart, I apologize. What if
I can turn back the hands of time?
What if
turn back the hands of time?
What if the bullshit never got in the way? You'll still be my nigga to this day. I'm saying, what if
I can turn back the hands of time?
What if
turn back the hands of time?
What if the bullshit never got in the way? We'll still have them niggas to this day. What if
It's interesting because it's like you're talking about an incident that happened 30 years ago. Um, and for those of us that are older, perhaps it hits because that was like one of the biggest, if not the biggest events in our hip hop history for those of us that are probably around my age, to the point where like it didn't even happen when I was old enough to be listening to hip hop regularly, but it affected everything I listened to, from when I started listening to hip hop. So it's something that you become very well versed in and you become immersed in, even though at that point it had happened 5 to 10 years ago for me. Does it hit the same for a younger audience that, I don't know, are further removed from those artists in that incident? I think it can, because there's a lot of violence the sad thing is, like, you wish we would learn as people, as societies, from things that happened in the past. But, I heard this thing once, which it was like these two historians talking, and they on a podcast, and they were saying that they don't like to say that history repeats itself because each place is different, the people are different, whatever, even though the events have similarities. And I think what I got from what they were saying, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but what I got from that was that while history doesn't exactly repeat itself, right? These similar events happen, transpire, unfold, because the one thing that doesn't change is human nature. And unfortunately, a part of our human nature is pride, is ego. And a part of the human nature is shaped, even though we say nature, but it's shaped by the societies that we live in. And especially from the male side, why you're seeing so many, like, I don't know how many female artists are getting involved in like violent beefs that lead to death. But with men, there's so much about the bravado, the upholding the facade of like being tough and not doing this. In that song, it was about being the bigger man, reaching out to somebody across and talking it out. This is something that's difficult for men to do, the way that we're raised and brought up in society. We don't want to seem like the weaker person. And sometimes we conflate those two. The bigger person, because they're admitting they're wrong, or they're apologizing first, or they're choosing not to be violent, can sometimes be conflated with the weaker person because they're not willing to do the next thing. Whereas I see it as they're choosing to make the better choice, right? So it's an interesting, thought-provoking song. I don't know how it's going to be received because, again, we're talking about an event that happened 30 years ago. For me, I think it's like a nice thought to imagine all of that unfolding differently. So much of the music that I listened to was inspired by those two artists, and so much like I definitely listen to Pac more than Biggie, but there's times where I just gotta put a Pac album on, like, you know what I mean? So anyways, let's jump into the next track. This one is called Quick Stop.
We need to change our ways, doing the same thing we did yesterday. Making beats, getting high, chasing freaks, feeling fine. It's still the same old shit, but I think we ain't gonna quit. Making a rhyme, climbing a hill, staying alive, trying to live. Once in a while, I get in my head too much. Just trying to live. And that's when I call, hoping you'll pick up. That's all it is. The voice message.
Bruh, how the fuck you got so rich and yet you wear the same fits and pair of sneaks like every week? Cause I don't care to change shit. I'm like a creature of habit. Plus, what's the point burning bread when like a creek in your attic? I still be turning your head just to confirm if that dread-headed tall fella is cold. I try to walk with the hoodie, whether the weather is cold, whether the weather is warm. It's just to cover the form. When doing regular things, try to repel getting swarmed. But yesterday I was driving, trap music album did blast. Took me back to a time when I was down in my last. Was rapping TIP rhymes, then I looked down at the dash. Oh shit, I'm tripping, reminiscing, damn near ran out of gas. I pulled into this little station that I had seen on the Ave. In a peculiar hood and unfamiliar paths. I got no hoodie, it's bad. Hopped out and went to the pump. I pushed the 93 button, felt like a sitting load up. While looking over my shoulder, I heard this dude on the corner sound like he talking to me. Hey bro, you smoke marijuana? I got that pack if you need. And I could smell the aroma. I told him, nah, I'm alright. I never once was a stoner. The tank was taking so long to fill up, I thought it was broke. Could feel the curiosity coming from buddy that spoke. Right then he started to approach. Hey bro, you look real familiar. I said I get that a lot. As he got closer, it got clearer. Oh shit, that's cold, nigga. Wait, what you doing over this way? Bro, I was just 13 years old when I got hold of your tape. I tried to put niggas on, but they was slow to go play. Bro, you the GOAT, they didn't know then, but bet they know it today. I need a flip right quick, cause dog, I don't even know what to say. To make a dollar bill right now, I'm out here throwing bouquets, slinging flowers, but I play your arms and know it's a way. I played your shit when bro got hit, it helped me cope with the pain. I played your shit when mama tripped and I had nowhere to stay. I swear I feel like you was with me in my loneliest phase. The love he showed me was so strong, it damn near blow me away. See, even I be needing reminders on my loneliest day that I should live in my purpose if I deliver my verses and get the fuck out my way. I figure out what to say. Some days I focus to eat, some days I focus to pray. I get a whole lot of love, some days I focus on hate. I took a selfie with dog and gave the longest embrace, then look him right in his face to let him know that this thanks was from a genuine place. Cause this continuous race to be the best will leave you stepping at a strenuous pace till you forget who you is and you forget who you ain't. Before you know it, you're trapped inside that picture you paint. This life is more than just rap, more than the bitches you scrape, more than the riches you stack. See, it's the difference you make. Yeah, it's the difference you make. Yeah, it's the difference you make. Yeah, it's the difference you make.
Wow. See, that's special. That's special. And that's what I was talking about earlier. When your music can connect for a purpose. I mean, he's talking about listening to T.I. I immediately think of his Paper Trails album because that came out either it was like right before or right after my best friend, got stabbed and killed in high school. That messed me up so bad. And that album came out, and on that album he had Dead and Gone. And then like an older song that he had that I listened to a bunch was like Live in the Sky. And there was a bunch of other songs from other artists as well, but speaking of T.I., because he mentioned him, Dead and Gone, Live in the Sky, and there was another one on Paper Trails, I just can't remember the name, but I listened to those songs so much, and it helped me like crazy to deal with something that I couldn't understand. I couldn't process what had happened and what it was making me feel. And it just creates this love and this genuine appreciation for that music and that artist. So that's such a cool, I hope that story is real. That's such a cool experience to share because that's what it's about. It can be so powerful. Wow. That was awesome.
We need to change our ways, doing the same thing we did yesterday. Making beats, getting high, chasing freaks, feeling fine. It's still the same old shit, but I think we ain't gonna quit. Making a rhyme, climbing a hill, staying alive, trying to live. Just trying. That's all it is.
Ooh. feel like that was a cello and a violin. Fire. Really enjoying this so far. Looks like we're on the last 2 tracks. Oh no. Okay. Let's jump into track 11. And the whole world is the Ville.
Love put me on the corner. Love put me in the street. Love put me on the corner. Love put me in the street.
What I rep to the death is where my steps were first taken. At that same time, my moms felt the earth shaking under her. Her youngest son was a baby Godzilla, raised amongst the dazed and the crazy-eyed killers. The V-I-L-L-E. Some of them sell cars, some of them sell weed, some of them sell pills, some of them sell keys, some of them sell grills, some of them sell studio time so that you can go rhyme using your mind to dream bigger than most do. Well, listen close, the perfect nigga to coach you is on the mic to ignite the Ville's first in flight. I'm a right brother, the hardest nigga on the mic, got a white mother. She picked a hell of a spot from the bottom. One day her son was finna dwell at the top. Yeah, I've been all around the world, but I never forgot the fucking Ville. The motherfucking Ville, said the Ville. The motherfucking Ville, the Ville. The motherfucking Ville, I said the Ville. The motherfucking Ville.
So I think one of the things that I'm going to criticize here, and I think can be a general criticism of the album, is that there are parts of this album, disc 1 and disc 2, where the choruses feel a bit lackluster, a bit short of what you would want them to be to support the rest of the song. Because then the rest of the song, it's like, if the level is up here, the chorus feels like it's maybe down here somewhere. And it just, that is definitely something I feel as I listen to this album.
F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I-L-L-E 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 F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I. The best ciphers was football games or at the skating rink wherever all the neighborhoods came. A lot of niggas carry razors and be hanging with gangs. But when I started rapping, I wasn't afraid of them things. I started killing niggas one by one. The crowd was getting bigger. When I got done, they said youngin' is a problem. But yet and still, we in an unknown city where no record deals had ever filled somebody's pockets. That's when I clocked it. If they won't come to me, I go to them and make a profit. I took it up top. Now can you visualize the optics? The only southern nigga that New York ever adopted. A Queens nigga with the honorary doctorate. But still the Ville remains in my veins. I came to do what I claim I do, to attain what was ordained unattainable for a nigga from the Ville.
Fire.
The motherfucking Ville.
That last sequence was too nice. But see, you get that from the verse, and I just feel like the chorus.
The motherfucking Ville. I said the
It's okay.
Ville. The motherfucking Ville. From the Ville. The motherfucking Ville. F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I-L-L-E 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 F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I. Now this tale was composed for those who arose within this little area code on the globe. Like the rose that grows from out the concrete abodes. You gotta just go, no matter the goal. You're from a beautiful, but not reputable place. You seen your fair share of funeral dates, but smiles far outweigh the tears. Embrace the hurt, don't downplay your fears. It may take years, just keep your eyes on the road as you steer. Keep all negative peers in your rear view mirror. Cause most niggas is scared, they wanna be safe. And they gon' try to tear you down because you wanna be great. In order for there to be love, there's gonna be hate. Remember, this life ain't guaranteed. Talk to the mic for your therapy. Aim for the top, you'll be there with me. From the Ville, the motherfucking Ville. The Ville, the motherfucking Ville. From the Ville, the motherfucking Ville. The Ville, the motherfucking Ville. F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I-double-L-E. 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 F-A-Y-E-T-T-E-V-I.
Love put me on the corner. Love put me in the street. Love put me on the corner. Love put me in the street.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That song, that's probably the first one on the album where I kind of feel like I could do without it. I don't know. And it's tough to say because verse 1 and verse 2 I liked. Verse 3 was a little flat for me. The chorus I really didn't like if I say that the first half of the chorus is okay, the mother effing Ville, it's okay. Like it's catchy, it's short. I would almost have preferred if it was just that. Like really short, just that saying mother effing Ville like 2 or 3 times and then back to the verse. When he does the spelling thing in that, doesn't work for me. I'm not a fan of how that sounded. Yeah, that's like the first one where I'm like a little bit disappointed in it. But anyways, whatever. It's, we're 24th, about to be on the 25th, 24th track. I thought it was a 25 track album. It was 24. Okay. So the last one is a bonus track. This one's called Ocean Way. Let's jump in.
Grassy knoll with the rifle in hand, Cupid cleans his little scope and calmly aims at a man. He had no plans of falling, dreams of balling, glorified car girls calling them the strength of loves, endorphins, lust and golfing. Yeah, I'm lost in here, but I found my way, I swear. Through all the fog I stare, dropped off this cross I bear, and chopped off my head, and tossed it back there somewhere. Now I'm headed home, my dear, and I brought a poem to share, and here's what it said. Love is a candle it can rain. After the storm, we're still aflame. Oh, love has been called a losing game, but the more that I love, the more I gain.
Okay, that is the end of the fall off. Yeah, Ocean Way, I mean, it's called Ocean Way. You definitely get the vibe with the instrumentation that was kind of creating that atmosphere that you're kind of at the ocean type of vibes. The first half of Ocean Way, I was kind of like underwhelmed. The back half of Ocean Way where he's starting to get into his singing bag more, and he was like singing with some emphasis. I thought that part was much better. It sounded better. The music was more intense. It matched his singing intensity. Overall, disc 2, I think that I like disc 2 a little bit more than disc 1 because it's coming from that older perspective. It also has my favorite song on it, Only You. That was a good song. Has other songs that I really enjoyed. The Fall Off is Inevitable, I think, was an incredible execution of telling the story backwards. The Villist, I loved that track. I thought that was good. Old Dog, I thought was banger-esque. Definitely a strong track. Life Sentence, Only You. There's just a lot of strong tracks. But I love the more mature side because, again, we're talking about the first half was kind of like this ode to his beginning and his journey and him when he's younger. And now in the second half, it's, he's older. I almost feel like releasing this as a 2-disc with 24 tracks is like a little bit harmful to his project. I almost feel like what would have been good was to split this up into two CDs completely, to 2 albums completely. So dropping like, this is not a good name, but for example, something along these lines. If the first disc was an album on its own, I don't know, called a much better name than The Final Climb or something, like that would have made more sense to me because it's like his final ascension to the top, and you hear him talking about near the end of this album, like when you get to the top, there's nothing else to keep going, so all you can do is drop. And then let's say a month later or whatever, you drop the second album, and that is officially The Fall Off, a 12-track album called The Fall Off. I think that would have been a stronger showing versus having these 2, because as I listen to these, I'm somebody who typically likes to listen to albums start to finish. I would not listen to disc 1 and 2 start to finish. I would listen to disc 1 on its own. And when it completes, I would stop or step away or start it again at the top. Because it's just two different places. And he said that himself. It's about him when he's younger and him when he's older, 29, 39, right? And because this is 10 years, so much can change in your perspective and what's going on and what you're going to talk about. It just feels like 2 completely different bodies of work. Yes, they're connected because it's the same person and you're getting a chance to see this progression jump through time. But because they're in such different places, it feels like 2 different projects. And I would want to listen to them completely separately. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like the album? What was your favorite tracks? What did you think of the length? Favorite features? I know sometimes we are not sure if we're going to get features, but with this many tracks, I think that would have been a lot for J. Cole to be on it by himself, even though he gave us more singing range, which was a pleasant surprise for me. But yeah, I'd look forward to reading your thoughts. If you guys are still here, I greatly appreciate you spending your time with me. Hope you have an amazing day. Okay, I was like, oh, please tell me it didn't freeze again. And I'll see you next time.